The one move to tone your stomach without sit-ups. Many people believe the key to a toned stomach is endless sit-ups or crunches. But there's a far more effective way to flatten your midsection and tighten those muscles without resorting to conventional ab exercises. Surprisingly, the trick is not about more reps. It's about understanding the body's complex systems and optimizing fat loss. By implementing a few dietary changes and incorporating a specific exercise, you can see noticeable improvements in your belly area. The science behind fat loss and caloric deficits. First, let's discuss the fundamental concept of weight loss, the calorie deficit. To lose body fat, you must ensure the calories you consume are fewer than the calories your body burns. This concept has been widely accepted, but many overlook the complexity of how the body handles calories and fat. When we reduce calories, our bodies don't just burn fat in a simple, linear fashion. We have something called the endocrine system, which regulates hormones that influence fat storage and burning. A common misconception is that fat loss is purely about calories in versus calories out, but it's much more nuanced. For example, when we cut calories drastically, our bodies adapt by slowing down metabolism to conserve energy, making it harder to lose fat over time. One important aspect here is the hormone insulin. When insulin levels are elevated, your body tends to store fat rather than burn it. On the other hand, lowering insulin allows your body to tap into its fat stores for energy. This is why simply reducing calories isn't always effective. It's crucial to lower insulin levels too. Insulin, carbohydrates, and fat metabolism. The key to understanding this lies in insulin's role in fat metabolism. Jen's Physiology, a widely regarded reference in the field, notes that when insulin levels are low, fat metabolism is significantly enhanced. This is why a low-carb diet is often recommended for fat loss. Unlike carbohydrates, which trigger insulin release, fats have a minimal effect on insulin. This makes fats an ideal source of energy when trying to lose weight. When you eat a low-carb diet, your body starts to rely on fat as its primary energy source, rather than glucose from carbs. Let's say you're consuming 1,500 calories on a low-carb diet. In addition to those calories, your body can burn an extra 500 to 800 calories from its own fat stores. This process significantly decreases hunger and cravings because your body is no longer dependent on external food sources to fuel itself. Why caloric restriction doesn't work long-term. Many people try restricting calories to lose weight, but the issue with this approach is that it often leads to hunger cravings, making it difficult to sustain. The difference with low-carb diets, such as the ketogenic diet, is that by lowering carbs, insulin levels drop, and your body can use its own fat for energy, which significantly reduces hunger. Additionally, fat provides twice as much energy as carbohydrates or protein, making it a more efficient fuel source for the body. There's an interesting observation in the comparison between low-carb diets and caloric restriction. If you cut calories without reducing carbohydrates, you're likely to experience intense cravings, leading to feelings of deprivation. However, when you reduce carbs, your body becomes more self-sufficient, tapping into fat stores for energy, and cravings are largely reduced. This makes the low-carb approach not only more effective for weight loss, but also more sustainable. The ketogenic diet and intermittent fasting. A perfect combination, intermittent fasting, IF, is another powerful tool for fat loss, as it naturally creates a calorie deficit while also lowering insulin. When combined with a ketogenic diet, IF accelerates fat loss without the constant feeling of hunger. The beauty of a ketogenic diet is that even if you're eating fewer calories, your body isn't starving because it's using its own fat as fuel. This provides a sustainable, energy-efficient way to shed pounds while maintaining overall health. The importance of fat adaptation. It typically takes about 2 to 3 days for your body to enter ketosis, a state where the body burns fat for fuel. But full fat adaptation, where your body has fully adjusted to using fat as its primary energy source, can take up to 2 to 3 weeks. Once fat adapted, your body will burn fat efficiently, reducing the stubborn belly fat that many people struggle with. This is particularly effective for people with visceral fat, the type of fat stored deeper around the organs. The ketogenic diet, combined with intermittent fasting, can help eliminate both visceral and superficial fat, creating a flatter stomach and improving overall health. Additionally, your body will begin using stored fat as fuel, making it easier to stay energized throughout the day without relying on constant food intake. The dead bug exercise, a game changer for abdominal toning. Now that we've discussed the science of fat loss, let's move on to the exercise that will tighten and flatten your stomach. The dead bug. Unlike traditional sit-ups, which activate the deep hip flexor muscles and can strain your back, the dead bug targets the abdominal area more effectively. This exercise not only tones the stomach, but also improves coordination and pelvic stability. To perform the dead bug, follow these steps. 1. Lie on your back with your knees bent at 90 degrees and your feet flat on the floor. Keep your lower back pressed into the ground. 2. Extend one leg at a time while simultaneously reaching your opposite arm overhead. Keep your movements controlled, ensuring that your lower back stays flat on the floor. 3. Alternate between opposite arm and leg extensions, keeping your core engaged throughout. This exercise helps improve abdominal strength while also stimulating the fascia, the connective tissue around your muscles, which can reduce that flabby appearance of the stomach. By consistently performing the dead bug, you will begin to see noticeable changes in just 1 or 2 weeks. Conclusion. In conclusion, tightening and flattening your stomach isn't about doing endless sit-ups or crunches. It's about understanding the science of fat loss, optimizing insulin levels, and using fat as your primary energy source. By following a low-carb or ketogenic diet and incorporating intermittent fasting, you can achieve lasting weight loss without the constant hunger and cravings that often accompany caloric restriction. Complementing these dietary strategies with the dead bug exercise will help tone and tighten your abdominal muscles, giving you a leaner, flatter stomach in a sustainable, healthy way. By taking a holistic approach to fat loss, focusing on both dietary changes and effective exercises, you can achieve your fitness goals without resorting to extreme measures. So, give this approach a try and watch as your body transforms without the need for excessive crunches.